Boot. Boom. Mm-hmm.
Okay, alright, so let me house my
Ready, champ?
connection. That's why I can roll. Hold up. I'm trying to change our okay, so oh here we go.
Oh.
Let's go.
Welcome. Welcome to another episode of At This Point Podcast with your boy Jaffe.
You already know it's Cowboy Chuck here, y'all.
People, talk to me nice. Let me know how's your week been, how's your weekend starting, and what are you getting into? Yo, is Pizza Friday a real thing? Hey now,
What's up, sis? And, you know, y'all,
where is the DJ? So listen, the DJ is on vacation.
he ain't on vacation. What happened was, my man said, you know, he just got, shout out to him by the way. He say
You know what I mean?
he just got his new spot. He moving in. He been moving in all day today.
Right.
Didn't really touch bases with him yet, for real. So, you know, he just takes
Y'all
it
see the
today.
DJ Sunday?
Yeah, we take it
We
today
got
to get
pizza
stuff
tonight,
right.
pizza
So, you know.
and game night. Okay, so
So, you know.
Pizza Friday is a real thing.
Yeah, it is. It
I-
is. Some people it is.
I swear, fam, I feel like everybody I talk to is eating pizza on a Friday night.
Yeah. Some people are.
Mm.
Some people are. Some people are.
So people, listen, we
How
got
you doing, man?
interesting stuff tonight. It's Mystery Friday.
There it is.
If y'all was looking at our TikTok, you would see what's going on. We played the new Uno show 'em no.
Oh yeah. Well, today, definitely, you know, we gonna like I put in the promo trailer that we made. We're gonna talk about some of the most craziest, heinous crimes made by some of the most wildest people in history. You know, on the lines of talking about like heists and some
Like
legendary.
robberies. Like some of these movies that are made behind real crimes.
Real events that did happen, that is marked in history.
Hmm.
You know, it's a lot of stuff that is marked in history. You know, on the side note with them sort of events that definitely wasn't, shared, or some people just forgot to mention.
Hmm.
So, it's going to be pretty interesting. You know, myself, I was, y'all remember that movie, The Town? Was it The Town?
Yes, the town with what is it, Ben Affleck?
Ben Affleck, wasn't Matt Damon in it too?
I wanna say yes, but I don't wanna be wrong.
I think he was in there as like playing out the police. I don't know. Chat, do y'all know if Matt Damon was in that movie The Town with Ben Affleck?
No, because I feel like they did Cody, welcome to At This Point. I feel like they did that one movie. You like them apples? You like apples? How about them apples?
That's in the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got a caller.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's the guy.
Mm.
Oh, but yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? But I know the movie The Town that came out some years ago was definitely a good movie. You know, and I didn't ever at the time I saw it.
Anderson, no, he wasn't. Okay.
Oh, okay, he was okay. Okay, cool. My sister didn't know he wasn't.
That was Good Will Hunting.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm thinking of.
But at the time I
It's
saw
Jeremy
it,
Renner. Yeah.
yeah, I know it's one of them, another good actress. He, Jeremy Renner, he was like the Ben Affleck like co-star, right? The little crazy one. That was a little bit obsessive, acting a little crazy. That supposed to be like the crazy
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be what was his real name?
I think the guy name was Anthony Shea.
Anthony Shea was the ringleader. I think that was Ben Affleck. I think Ben Affleck was Anthony Shea.
One of them was like, they had like, it's crazy just, just to talk about that. Because it was a true story. The movie was based behind a true story, that took place on a takedown of some, career, bank robbers back in that time in Boston, Charlestown.
It was in 1993.
Something like that, and pretty much it was a town, it was a group of people, that pretty much had lineage and like sort of like a secret society of making a career out of being career bank robbers. It was crazy.
Well, technically they didn't start out like that though. What really got them was when they because they wasn't robbing banks. They was hitting the armored car.
Well,
They wait for the armored car to pull up to the bank. So technically, is it a bank robbery?
but they was hitting banks too.
Did they walk into the bank?
Yeah, they did.
They did. They walked into one bank. But after that, they started hitting the armored cars because they realized it was less of a risk. You could just hit that joint and roll out.
They had a few banks. I mean, listen, it was passed down through their generations. It was like sort of like, a traditional thing, in that town, and like they had like a big, but like for a long time, for decades, like the cops or the FBI couldn't really get no real big leads or find out nothing, cause it was like
Nobody would talk.
Nobody would talk to them, and they just was just hands on pins and needles trying to get
And they
information.
found the one.
And that sort of came to a halt in a way because one robbery they did at one time got a little bit out of control.
Yeah, they killed the two dudes.
That because one of them saw their faces.
Yeah, because he ripped his mask off. They ripped his mask off, and then they
all
had to take care of it.
Yeah.
Everybody shot, so they wouldn't be like, oh.
one person took the blame.
Yeah.
But
then, yeah, because
no, so Anthony Shea,
that's the leader.
No, he wasn't. Was Anthony Shea?
Anthony Shea is the leader.
Because
Anthony Shea and the new dude got caught in a car together.
Yeah, they
Because
was
the new dude was in the back seat with the machine gun.
the dude Jeremy Renner, the actress he played, whatever, because he's like the co-star. He was supposed to be like the crazy friend of Anthony Shea. That was just taking things to the extreme.
I think he was the one who got his mask pulled off.
Yeah, he was like the one that was always taking things to the extreme when they were just trying to keep it like simple. All right, we're gonna do this. We got a technique. We got an art of doing it with no violence. For real. And he just kept on he just kept escalating.
Well, technically, you mean no killing? Because it's violent. It's violent.
No killing, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It had like a rule.
Yeah, it was no killing.
It was just no killing.
They just wanted to get the bread and get out.
That's it.
Because it's a longer sentence.
That it is. Do you have any sort of like did you look into that story a little bit? Do you have any sort of insights?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, come on, man.
What did you learn about that? Because I saw the movie, then upon me seeing the movie.
I seen the movie and then sitting there watching the joint. I didn't know that they honestly let dude walk away. Remember, because the FBI had him. The FBI gave him the papers to fill out when he brought back the truck.
Right.
And they didn't want to just take him down right there and blow the whole operation.
Right.
I did not know that they didn't do that. Like, I didn't know that because in the movie they didn't do that.
Mm-mm. They just went and got him.
Right.
Yeah, but when you when you go further, you look at the documentary, it breaks down like why, what I mean?
It shows that he met two of them in jail, I think. And then he had on his softball shirt from jail. He was on the softball team in jail. That's crazy.
But they had to let him go because
they had let the dude who brought back the truck, because he was the lesser of them. But he was going down with them.
But you know how they got busted?
No. Do they DNA? They got sloppy.
Not just that. A mechanic that working in that area saw them leave.
Yeah, saw them leave in the car.
And spotted them.
But that's not how they got caught. They got caught
Nah.
because the dude told. Told on them. His girl convinced him to tell because the FBI.
Yeah.
They was being nice. They both started bringing her groceries, you know.
But she didn't tell at first.
She didn't tell.
She didn't tell at first. She convinced him to tell.
She convinced him to tell.
Yeah, she convinced him to tell.
And he wore wire, and then he was talking to the one dude that got the lesser time out of all of them.
Yeah, because you know.
But he died before all of them. I told.
Nah, but the crazy thing is about the whole story, not just the dude telling, enough. In other terms of events, the dude, co-star actor, Jeremy Renner, they didn't really have a solid case on him like that yet. Because remember, they was him trying to hit them with the RICO.
They did hit them with the RICO.
Did.
They cooked all of them.
But in the beginning, they didn't have a strong enough case.
No,
like now.
Yeah, they just had hearsay.
Yeah,
but they found his DNA.
Yeah.
They found Anthony Shea. They found all their DNA because when they set the car on fire, they didn't leave a window open so the oxygen could get in. Because once a fire, there's no oxygen, that fire burns out.
It goes right out. You know what I mean?
It definitely needs oxygen to burn.
But the dude, Jeremy Renner, he, his character, when because two of them got locked up first. They was down for a minute first.
Yeah, I'm gonna get all the real names. You just keep going.
Yeah, and the other two was out. The dude that I forgot the other dude, the wild one. Only thing he had to do was lay low for a while. He got money hungry, buck wild, out of control, and get caught trying to commit another robbery. And that's when, like in the movie, when they found him and dude in the car and bust both of them.
Okay, so it's Anthony Shea.
Correct.
He's Michael McDonald.
Right.
Michael Heroin.
Right.
Stephen Burke. Patrick McGonnell. Okay, those are the actual people who did it.
Yeah. Right.
Rated up 2 dudes there. Yeah. 97. They all got convicted.
Right.
With the RICO.
Right.
And they got cooked.
Oh yeah, they did. But see, 2 of them was out while 2 of them was in.
Mm-hmm.
And only thing they had to do, the 2 that was out, was lay low. That was it. And they probably couldn't book them, get them the way they really wanted to. But the dude, the loose wire one, I forgot his name, the character, whatever that played.
Because Anthony Shea was the one. I think Michael McDonald was the one that you're referring to.
I believe that's
because the Patrick McGonnell dude. He was the last one. I think he only got 30 joints, but he died like in 2010.
From like complications.
Yeah. 2010 or 29.
Yeah.
Or 2009.
Yeah, and it's funny that you said that because, behind every, and it was a town in Boston called Charlestown.
Charlestown, Mass.
Yep.
It's not in Boston. It's like the outskirts of Boston.
Yeah, but they code in their circle was never racked.
What's crazy is the last dude who got caught, New Hampshire police put handcuffs on him. Cause the FBI just come from everywhere.
Right.
But the last dude that caught, New Hampshire police put the handcuffs on him.
You know what's crazy though? It drives a crazy valid point in pretty much a lot of big, situations and events and crimes and stuff that you hear about going down that hit the news and stuff. 85 to almost 90% of the time, the main component that get everybody caught most of the time be who or what? A female.
Well,
because
I was gonna say, well, they didn't. but then it's like, yeah, she convinced dude to tell. But then that's not true.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say 85%. I give that a hot. I give it a hot 30.
Wait one.
I give it a hot 30. You wanna know why? You know what gets people?
What's that?
When they start telling you, listen, my man. So listen, you let's just say you 25, and they be like, hey, buddy, you know what? We're not about to play this. Here's 100 years. You take this. We'll have a great day. You know, by the time you get out, there'll be spaceships. There'll be aerial banks.
Well, that'd be true too. I mean,
That time,
yeah,
they
that
start
time.
sweating and be like, yo, listen, he did it. It was him.
Yeah, I mean,
him.
some situations at that time, some dudes say that, 50 years.
50
Oh,
years. What movie was that?
I just turned 30.
He was like,
50 years, I'll be 80. I ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
yeah.
Most of the time, some dudes will be like,
But then you get the solid ones that just be like, yo, it's 50 years, it's 50 years,
you
whatever.
can make it something that may sit, thug it out, and just let it.
Because they know what they did.
Yeah.
Some of them realize, like, yo, you know what? Okay, I did this, so boof, I'm gonna have to.
But you know
You
what?
got
How the
charged.
way? But you know how the way the FBI got her to cooperate, right?
Yeah, because they kept you gotta think in the 90s, like certain spots was poor. Like they wasn't poor, but Charlestown was like below the poverty
Right,
line.
right,
A lot of
right.
people that was like just making it.
Right.
So they just kept bringing her food.
Yeah.
Food. She was pregnant too.
That's true.
Bringing her food. So she
That's
finally
true.
convinced the son wore the wire while he was talking to them in the yard and all that stuff.
You mean?
They took him from the one prison where he was and brought him to the prison where I think Patrick McGonagall was.
Okay.
And boof.
But see, they convinced her. They convinced her because, you know what I mean, they like, well, we don't really got nothing for real. And plus, you know, we know you know something more than you're not telling us.
They knew what they knew, but they didn't know
They had no
for
proof.
sure.
Yeah, they had no proof.
They knew it was this dude. There was no way around
Oh,
it.
yeah.
They knew for a fact.
He had like a mean rap sheet when I was like
What?
listening
Yeah.
to like the YouTube bio or whatever.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Bruh, he got like, I think 8 in New Hampshire. Cause remember, I think that's where they kidnapped the guards from and brought them over, and then they killed them in the woods.
Well, that was a bank robbery.
Yeah, no, that's what the armored car. That was the armored car, cause that's what got them caught. The armored car. That's when the dude seen them.
Yeah. That was the army.
They brought the armored car in the woods and boof.
Yeah, they was bugged out. Before that, though, they didn't really have nothing, just a bunch of people running around just sticking stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that was too much right there, but once you cross that fatal line,
Yeah.
there's no turning back.
Yeah, it was over. It was
Yeah.
over. They was probably gonna get for robbing at that time, cause at that time robbing banks and stuff like that was kind of common in the early 90s, late 80s or early 90s. So they was probably gonna get like 10, 15 joints. By that time they'd have been out.
Yeah.
As soon as they smoked them, that took it to the next level of you'll never be home.
Well, completely put the nail in the coffin though when I was finishing up watching the autobiography on YouTube.
Was the fire?
That, and plus, like I said, that dude, when they caught that dude with the other dude you just told me
Matthew
about.
McDonald.
Yeah, Matthew McDonald. He couldn't lay low, and they busted him on something that's unrelated to what we talking about now.
Yeah, and he the one who went to jail, and that's when the other dude, he was I forgot what he was, but he knew them. Matter of fact, he was their drug dealer. He was their drug dealer, and he got busted or something, and then that's what made his girl convince him to wear the wire. Remember, because they took him out the prison,
Right.
and they brought him to the prison where Son was at.
Right.
And then they started talking, walking in the yard booth. There it is.
Man, and speaking of that, like dudes that like another thing that went down in history, one of the most craziest heists in history.
I know you're not talking about the North Hollywood joint.
Oh man, that was nuts.
Man, listen. If you think the movie The Town was crazy,
That was insane, man.
bruh. them two dudes. It was two.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't a bunch.
I was watching.
Yo, you know how many people? You know how many cops, FBI agents, and shit they took out?
Man, they had to like
Bruh.
wait for the SWAT to find
Bruh.
them out. That was
The
crazy.
one dude, I think he got hit. Like where, bro, they had bulletproof. Back then, there wasn't no such thing. It was bulletproof helmets, but nobody knew what they was. They had bulletproof from head to toe. They was bulletproof down.
Yeah.
Police back then only had revolvers, for real, for real.
And shotguns.
Yeah, but what is that gonna do to a magazine?
You know what I mean? And shotguns. They
What in the what?
I don't know. They had
A skeeter?
they had like they had some handguns, but they had like shotguns too.
Yeah.
Within that, and it's just that the firepower that them two dudes had
Yeah, two
was
dudes.
too ferocious for them, man.
My man, they had AKs, M16s. They had clips. Do you remember? In the 90s, they had the speed loaders where they dump it out, the 6 shooters, and throw it back in.
Yeah.
That's not gonna help you, brother.
Man, that was great. I was watching. I'm like, and like, how do they, like, they just wake up and want to do it? Well, how
They
it was.
career criminals.
It starts from somewhere. Like, I forgot to do like one of them, like really had a real bad upbringing, and the other one,
I'm gonna pull up their names right
man, and the other one didn't really have a bad upbringing like that. He just was a follower.
now. That was his man.
You know, and you know, he let his homeboy manipulate him into, you know what I mean, his sort of ideology of like, you know, pretty much, like, you know, he hated authority, he didn't really too much like, well, see, he didn't really like cops so much. You know
It
what I
was
mean?
Larry Phillips Jr.
Correct.
and Emil Mastriani, something like that.
He was that second guy you said, he was
Yes.
the follower. The first one was the leader.
Okay, so yeah, body armor. They use automatic weapons. They're using automatics. So automatically, that's another thing. They got automatics banned. Stuff like this.
No, but see, their weapons was modified to be automatic. They
Wait.
modified.
Oh, okay. They would the provisions were going
Definitely
to many officers and civilians, both robbers. I mean, eventually, I did kill them, but it took a lot to overpower
But
them.
they did
too.
more than one robbery. They got away with that.
Oh yes, robbers were armed with AK-47 and other automatic rifles.
That was modified to be automatic.
While police initially only had standard issue handguns. Both robbers was killed. Phillips shot himself after he was shot by police and bled to death.
You know,
Casualties, they killed 11 cops and 7 civilians.
that was insane, man. That, like when I watched that on YouTube and like listened to the stories of how the way, you know, people that was there in the midst of it all was just seeing it. It's like it's definitely, it just sounds like it was coming definitely out of a movie, like you over here watching something Terminator or
One day
something
you
like
wake
that.
up, everything
Oh,
cool. Next
God.
thing you know, you go into the bank and they just start running in the bank.
They said people even crossing the street while all this stuff was going on, man.
Bruh.
That was insane.
And that's why they was getting hit.
Yeah, but you know what kills me though in a way sometimes with the media is like, you know, they'll go, oh, well, you know, and somebody that's not knowledgeable about artillery, you know what I mean, automatically just by like some sorts of how the way the media twist things up and, you know, make it way more dramatic than what it really is. Some people believe the baloney that they spear out, you know what I mean, take it as gold. Like, you know, oh, well, you know, most rifles, all rifles are mainly semi-automatic. You know, that's number one. Number two,
Are you saying it? Are you saying that the media says that?
yeah. I was listening to, like when I was watching it on YouTube, like something like the biography of it and all. I mean,
See, yeah,
documentary.
because they bugging, because not all rifles are semi-automatic.
No, some are both action.
Yeah.
You know, so it's very much different. But you know, I was watching like the documentary and like, you know, like, and that's the sort of the trick they try to use to scare people. You know what I mean? To put that fear and that scare and that manipulation in your mind, like, oh my God, well, this person, you know what I mean? Even though what they did was very much wrong, and we do not promote that, no sort of violence, no sort of breaking no laws, or none of that stuff. Not by no point. Straight up and down. And another thing, my past life. But another thing, what I'm gonna say is also, you know, what they was doing is,
You can't do that. If I mute that, I'll be muting I'm muting the accent.
Oh, you can't take it down.
no. But anyway, y'all, yeah, I do not, you know, we don't promote none of that type of stuff. That's just pretty much crazy, you know what I mean? And, you know, just as a disclaimer, nobody should never be harmed in no sort of way unlawfully, you know, and that's not good at all.
No animals were harmed during the filming of this show.
So, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, that type of craziness is just like on another level. And a lot of dudes that sit there and just kick off that do those type of things, you know, and don't have that sort of disregard. A lot of times they have these sporadic and.
Now you also got to think though, back when all this is like in the '90s, where a lot of right wing movements and stuff like that. People wasn't dealing with the government or none of that back then.
It was a different time.
Yeah, they wasn't hearing none of that.
It was a different time.
Right.
Times.
You gotta look at all the situations that led up to these type of scenarios.
Well,
Ruby Ridge, Waco, Texas.
Right.
Like the Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
You got the what is that town called, bruh? Elohim City.
Well,
there's a lot.
I want to give a big shout out too, though. By the way, just as a side note, but I think like 2 days ago, something like that. There was some guy that was like going off the rails, and he was at where. Funny thing is, my daughter lives in Virginia, and the college she go to is down the street from the college that the guy went crazy and harmed people at. You know, and I think it was
in Virginia?
Yeah.
I know somebody.
Some guy bugged out, and I forgot what happened.
I know it was
clearly.
one just not too long ago.
It was,
at another school.
yeah, something else. But this guy was like in Virginia. He went to he was at Old Dominion University visiting for some odd reason. Yeah, Old Dominion, and he came in there. You know, I think he asked somebody something, whatever, and you know, I guess they answered him, and he didn't like the answer. Shoot him, boom. You know, harmed one person. I think he harmed another person in the process. But them kids on that campus that was in there activated and eliminated the threat. Big shout out to y'all.
It was fight or flight?
Straight up fight or flight, man.
And they laid them down?
Nah, they beat the dog shit out of him.
Alright.
They eliminated him, put it like that.
You say eliminated, my man.
I can't sit there and say the actual word, you know what I mean?
Let's just say that they mashed on them and then the police took care of the rest.
Well, police had to come scrape them up.
Oh, okay.
That what happened. You know, like, you know, it was fight or flight. Yes, it was like, oh yeah, I was thinking that.
ROTC students.
Right, yup. I forgot.
They took him out.
They took him out, yeah. Yeah, because I think he took out one of their superiors or something like that, or officer or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, like he came in and black.
Well, listen, Chan, that's a different story.
You know,
because he was gonna get cooked either which way.
He was ready to kick out.
Yeah, either which way. Either they cook you, or they cook you. The decision is yours. Especially if that's like a respected, and you know he got lower minions. Somebody's gonna get a chance to get to where you are. They're gonna do something just to get to where you at.
Oh yeah. But they took him out real good.
Crazy. I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah.
I just heard about this joint in I think it's Oakland. It was like 7. Somebody ran up in the bar. 7 dead. 7 shot. 2 dead. I don't know.
It's just insane the days and times we live in, man. And man, and that be my thing, man.
Packed
Like,
him up. Yes, they did.
yeah, they packed him up good. God, I mean, God bless America. You know what I'm saying? But that be my thing though, man. That sort of like always sort of like had me on like awareness on times 10 anyway, because you know we live in a time where people want to take away your means of protection because they believe some of their crazy ways they think is right. But then okay, you naked without any sort of protection, rightfully.
You say that, right?
Uh-huh.
But you know, this has been happening forever. That joint just flows with generations.
I ain't saying it happened, but my thing is I don't agree with the people that want to sit there and say, hey, let's strip these people from their protection of rights. So therefore, a situation like that happens, right? And nobody don't got nothing to protect themselves. But the only person that got something, the person that want to do something wrong.
Yeah.
And he have all the range of opportunity because nobody else don't got the opportunity to protect themselves first.
With security, how did he make it through? How did he make it on to the school first?
I forgot.
How did he make it on the school first?
I think he was. We got to dig deep into that story.
Yes.
No, I mean, I'm probably gonna do a little bit more detailed, clear analysis on that. You know what I mean? Because I don't really know it in complete. But only thing I do know for a fact, somehow, some way, he got in there.
And they did what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, he came to like one of like ROTC conventions and stuff. You know what I mean? All them there. You know.
But it's a lot. But first of all,
And
they do shooting at these ROTC events, so they should they're back.
it probably was like a recruitment sort of event.
Nah.
You know how it be, you know.
Because they do rifle training, they do everything.
But you know how it be when they go to schools, or
Mhm.
especially like when they go to high schools, they only have like little, you know.
This is definitely a college champ.
I know, I'm saying just in general, like when they go to recruit people, kids, you know what I mean, stuff like that. From high school up to college, you know, they try to recruit you either from Army all the way to the military, you know, and they just have like little
Did you just say
seminars.
recruit you from the Army all the way to the military?
Yeah, they try to recruit you from like the Army. Sometimes the military try to recruit you too. What?
Is the Army not a part of the military? Or is
I
this
mean, but the different branches.
So Navy, you mean? Navy,
Army,
Air Force,
Yeah.
Army, Navy.
Yeah,
There you go.
Marines.
Marines.
Marines are different, you know what I mean? Different branches. I mean, it's all.
They're all different, but they all in the military.
Yeah, I mean, still under the American, you know, I mean, regime of support of America and fight for America to keep our rights safe and everything like that. But they got different branches of it. That's all. Coast Guard, yup, cause that's their water.
Listen now. Hold on now.
What?
I wouldn't go that far with the Coast Guard.
Why not?
Huh?
They the main reason why man, listen, they control the water.
protect, yeah, they protect the U.S. waters, bro.
Right.
They not over there like no.
Yeah, but they protect whatever's coming across.
They are the police. They are the police of the water. Like when Homeland Security and stuff call for backup, that's what they call.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they are the military. Yeah, they are. They are branch. Because you gotta think about a lot of stuff that come through our country sometimes legally don't always come through a plane, come through boat too.
Last time I checked, according to Captain Phillips, who got him home?
What do you mean we got wrong?
Who got Captain Phillips home? He said, "Stop the tow, execute, shoot." Boof, there it was.
Oh man, crazy.
Holly Boxter. I don't know if the Coast Guard. They
got the same benefits. They do. Because it's a branch. Still a branch of Army or military. You know what I mean? It's definitely a branch. So they get the same benefits just like all the rest of the branches.
I don't know. I'm just gonna stick with I don't know. I know if she would have said like the National Guard, yeah.
Okay.
They're considered part of it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they definitely are.
I thought they were just high class police. Cause I know according to Catch a Smuggler, when they get into situations, they call in the Coast Guard. They don't call like the military, nothing. They call the Coast Guard. They recently added Space Force too.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, yeah, they have a lot of stuff with the government, you know, a lot of stuff.
Like, all we need is Space Force. We need Space Force.
Well,
National Guard, is it? I don't know.
I mean,
No, I don't know. Because Juice is part of the military.
he's National Guard.
She's a National Guard, isn't?
I mean, I do believe because he do tours too, because he be over there right with him.
Yeah.
He work in aviation. You know what I mean? National Guard,
Yeah, they have to be.
Because he be over there overseas in the barracks and everything. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
they have to be.
My man did 2 tours. I want to say Sean did 3, but I don't know.
He's Army National Guard.
Yeah. He's Army National. Yeah. I remember when he the first week he went and took that test. I'm like, yo, you crazy. Like, man, you know what? I don't want to go back to college, but I'm going to do something else.
She said he did too.
Yep, that's fact. Yep. Because I remember the first one he did, fresh. Then the second one he did.
Mm-hmm. I think we went down there and seen him after the second one.
Right.
So he brought back that fire vodka. That shit.
Yeah. Well, okay, y'all. We got. You know something? Since we were on that topic and we in that sort of lane, right?
There's also Air Force National Guard. Yeah, I never heard of that one.
Yeah, they got all sort of branches, man.
No, I never heard of it. I heard of the Air Force, but I know Air Force National Guard.
We're gonna talk about. We're gonna stay in this lane, but we're gonna talk about a historic love story that sort of still rivals the time and is highly celebrated through movies, rap.
Do everything.
Do everything, and the crazy thing about it all, it happened in the 1930s.
It started in the 20s.
Yeah, but this story right here started in 1930.
It started during the Great Depression. That was like, I think, 1929, if I'm not wrong.
No, you're right. It was in there. But their story, now, I mean, the people I've been bringing up, their story started from
because I think
1932 to 1934. But before that, there was a history that led up to that point. Now, y'all may be asking what I'm talking about.
Don't say that. Let these people guess. They gotta learn something. They gonna learn today.
Right. Let's do a little.
Can y'all chat? Tell us who we talking about.
Who y'all think we talking about, and who have one of the most not so much celebrate, one of the most iconic love stories,
right,
in history when it comes to crazy crimes.
Does thou not understand it?
Well, people, let's spare the suspense.
No. Give them some time. I mean, you can't just ask and then just be like, let's spare. No, they gotta, come on now.
They got taking too long, man.
Mama said, take your time, young man.
And I tell y'all what, I give y'all 15 seconds to figure out.
Y'all got to 8:56 to answer this question. This is crazy. This is nasty work that none of y'all know.
To figure out who I'm talking about.
Y'all know who we talking about.
I know. She said Romeo and Juliet.
See?
Close but no cigar. Come on. Y'all got it in you. It's a very interesting love story that's full of adventure, action, and definitely
some crazy drama.
Tragic ending.
Technically, it wasn't tragic.
Definitely was.
It wasn't.
It was.
Because if they signed up to do this together and they understood the consequences and this is how they wrote it and they wanted to just,
There
Yes.
you go.
And this is
Candace
how they-
got it right.
And this is how they wanted to go out, fam. Listen.
Bonnie and Clyde. The love story of Bonnie and Clyde, y'all. Now, the funny thing about that love story is we are talking about the dynamics of two people,
Mhm.
right, that grew up very much
Fine.
poor.
Clyde Barrow, Bonnie something Parker.
Bonnie Parker, Clyde Barrow. You know what I mean? Barrow. So, anyway, they both pretty much grew up poor. Just that Bonnie was more of a vibrant, regular, decent girl that had high aspirations and dreams. Didn't have the most, you know what I mean, greatest of upbringing, but wasn't too bad. She had decency.
Man, they was born in Poor Dirt Dunk, Texas.
Yeah, there was. Bonnie, you know, doing some of her failed aspirations, wind up moving with her mom and becoming a waitress, while Clyde, on the other hand, very short man of stature, but, you know, always was into something since a young age.
Well, not necessarily true, because he didn't start getting into buffoonery. He got into trouble because of Buck, his older brother. That's when he got into trouble. If it wasn't for Buck, we wouldn't even know about this dude.
No, wrong.
No,
Buck
guaranteed. Buck was the reason why.
Buck was in it, but it wasn't Buck before. Let's see, they had.
Buck introduced him to the buffoonery.
Nah, my man.
I'm telling you.
See, he did have a brother.
$5
No,
betting.
hold on. Well, they didn't finish the story.
Yeah.
Now, you know, Bonnie, she went to high school and everything, graduated. Clyde didn't. He dropped out at 15, 16 years old. You know what I mean? He dropped out at 15, 16 years old, y'all. And his life started off with petty crimes, to say the least. Grew up very dirt poor. You know, didn't really have the most good decence of life. You know, family almost had to like live in like very impoverished, very bad situations to get by. He had brothers and sisters. He did have an older brother named Buck, that is a fact. Which later on, him and his brother will start something called the Bottle Gang. Because at the time, you know, he was one Rolling Stone crazy motherfucker. Boy, I tell you, that guy, Clyde, was something.
Okay, but listen. So now listen. During their time,
Yeah?
they were okay, but they wasn't the truth. The truth during their time was John Dillinger, Babyface Nelson, Machine Gun Kelly. Let's not forget them people.
I ain't talking about that right now. I
Alright.
ain't talking about that. I ain't saying it wasn't wrong. I'm saying Bonnie and Clyde, they love story.
Elizabeth was her middle name. I couldn't think of her middle name.
They story, love story, is one of the most Hollywooded, the most, when you pull the cover and take the glitter and glitz out of it,
Mm-hmm.
craziest stories I heard. They love story started in 1930. Around the 1930s, what was going on? The Great Depression.
Yes, sir.
You know, Prohibition was definitely hitting hard around them times where people could not drink alcohol in public or have alcohol at all. And one crazy story, Clyde and some of his homeboys went to an event and there was some officers there, right? So they went in there drunk or half drunk and still was drinking. So the officers seen that, there was two of them I believe, and he told them, hey look, I can't be drinking in here, man, y'all gotta get out of it with that. You know you're not supposed to have that. They killed them two guys. And left.
Mm-hmm.
And around them times, people, this was another interesting fact I learned about that history, especially in our history of town, when it came to like,
They was only killing lawmen. They wasn't even called police back then. They was just straight called lawmen.
Yeah, you're right. But the crazy thing about them times in the 1930s and all that,
What?
for instance, case in point, It had something called city limit lines, like how we've got now still. But back then, if you committed a crime in per se New York, once you cross that state line to get to Pennsylvania, New York couldn't touch you. So if you commit a crime in Pennsylvania,
It depends on the crime, because even back then, murder is murder.
that's
Jay.
true.
Once they committed like the robberies, okay, you commit a robbery in New York, Pennsylvania, and you come to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania ain't got nothing to do with it. They can call and try to murder is murder.
No, but what I'm saying is, they wasn't getting away with things when they was doing it and running away. The pursuit stopped once they got to the state line. So New York lawmen couldn't chase you down to Pennsylvania. They had to call down to Pennsylvania. Hey, listen, these two is wanted and loose. Now it's up to Pennsylvania to try to get you.
Because at that time, that lawman was lawman of that state.
Right?
When they got smoked, it was the FBI who smoked
Yeah, I know.
FBI and I think Texas Rangers.
Yep.
If I'm not wrong, it's Texas Rangers and the FBI had smoked them. It was 130 rounds pumped into that whip. They killed them on sight. They didn't even yell, "Hey, stop!"
You know how they
nothing.
did it though?
They ambushed them. They was on the side of the road.
No. Well, first of all, they waited 24 hours to get them. That's number one. Number two, they used Clyde Farber to get them. They ambushed him. They used Clyde Farber as a decoy. I believe it was his father. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Somebody put it in the chat. But they used him as a decoy because they needed to get him to stop to talk.
No, they didn't stop and talk. They was driving in the whip.
No.
They got aired out in the V.
Yeah, no, he did. But what I'm saying is, only reason why Clyde stopped and talked to his father. That's how, you know what I mean, he got aired out of the V because they had to stop so they could aim and shoot and get him. But
So after killing at least 9 law officers,
oh man, that was crazy.
several civilians, a special posse led by a former Texas Ranger. Okay, I know I wasn't tripping.
Yeah, he hunted down by
Framed him,
himself.
and then Stolen Ford. How they died?
But
They
then-
died in
Louisiana.
Gibsland,
Louisiana,
Louisiana.
yeah. In the back road. Yeah. But you know what's crazy?
And a hail of bullets.
You know what? That's when
She went to break. She's a rider. She went to break that man out of jail.
yeah, she
And
tried
went to
twice. Yeah. She did want to go to jail twice.
She went to jail.
Yeah.
But lack of evidence, she got off.
Yep. That's crazy, yeah. You know what's funny about it? Like the opposite, in that whole love story, the opposite attract.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she had a whole nother path she could have went down, but upon her meeting him, and the funny thing is, upon her meeting Clyde and everything, she was already married. She was married when she was 16 years old.
Yeah.
To another guy, I forgot his name.
Bruh, I'm about to tell you something that's about to shock your mind right now.
Let's go.
You know, in I think it's like 45 or 35 states in the United States, man. You know, there's no legal age to get married.
That's sick. But you know, back in them times, in the 1930s, you know, like police,
Yeah.
we call them police and cops now. But then, like I said,
The lawmen.
But back then, they didn't have no proper police cars. They had to use their own cars.
Yeah.
They didn't have. They wasn't.
I mean, they had, because you got to think, you had the police,
right.
you had the sheriff,
Right.
you had the deputy.
Right.
They had levels. Now, you don't have that. You got the police,
Yeah.
and if the police can't do it, then they go above and get like the FBI.
But I'm saying, like back in them times, the 1930s, during Prohibition and all that, and they was trying to get all together. You know, back then, them police and cops were like, they didn't have no issued cars for them, like assigned cars. They didn't have no assigned pistols. They had to buy, they had to buy their own gun. Protect the term. And the funny thing is, when I was listening to the story and watching it, you know, they were saying like, Clyde and Bonnie, you know, they had better guns than the police officers back then because, you know, they wasn't issued no cars because they couldn't afford it. And a lot of them had to go like get their own type of firearm to even do their job because the department didn't have enough funds to sit there and fund all that like we do it now.
Bro, you gotta think back then. You talking about the Great Depression? America was done. America would have been done.
It was crazy.
Done.
But
The railroad, the steel industry, all that took a major hit.
but they went on a spree across 5 states.
Yes, but listen. Think about this. Everybody looks at the story and be like, "Yo, they did this. Oh my God, they was getting massive money." No, they wasn't.
No, they
was getting like $10, $20.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Their highest takeaway was $2,000, but $2,000 back then,
Was a lot.
during that time, was like, I want to say in modern money, I want to say at least 50, 60,000.
Yeah. I mean, you know something? And
Probably 100.
that's crazy that you say that, bro. I messed with you on that because you said you took some information right off the top of the back of my mind because when I was listening to they documentary, I'm thinking like they hitting it big and they was like,
Hell
no,
no.
there was some terrible robbers. They were hitting
Bruh, they was hitting gas stations, grocery stores,
in banks.
and banks.
Yeah,
Like, my
They
man,
were
how much
barely
money you think
making
you really gonna get?
they was barely making it.
What made them legendary and people still bring them up, relevant, legendary, however you want to look at them,
Okay.
was the run that they did. Like, this woman decided to take her good use and turn it and ride with her man. She tried to break this man out of jail.
Definitely did. I think she gave him something and he did get out of jail, but he got caught.
Yeah, he got caught and then sent back to jail.
Yeah.
But his mom and his sister got him out. Some weird deal they worked.
Yeah, now they were crying to
I
the
used to
judge.
help them. Yeah,
They were crying to the judge.
the judge and the senator and got him out.
Yeah, because they were saying like, you know,
He was about to get like 12 joints. He came out. What's crazy is, first time he went to jail, he came out. He did his 2 years, he came out.
The funny thing is, he been one of his good best friends in jail.
Yeah, he tried to be a regular working man. But every time something happened, the police just kept going to his job. So they messed it up for him. They turned him into the savage that he became.
That is a good question I'd like to ask y'all, chat. And he sort of like, the question I was going to ask him, he pretty much just answered it. So, is he a victim of his poverty circumstances?
Yes.
And the system just pretty
In
much
his
pushed him that
sense,
way?
In his sense, yes.
Or did he choose that corner?
No,
And stay that
no. In his sense, he's a victim because the police. This man went to jail, did his little crime, did his time, right? Came out.
Right.
He was going on the straight path. They went to any time, just say somebody get into a fight, they go into his job and say it was him.
I watch it.
Okay, now he get another job. They come in there. Somebody took a soda pop. Boom, they blaming him. Fan, they just kept going to every job. He was trying to do right.
He did try.
He had a whole year. I think it was like a whole year of him trying to do right. A year or a year and a half of him trying to live his life right.
Wrong.
What?
It was 2.5 weeks.
So
He tried to go. He did have good. He did got some jobs. He tried to go straight for 2.5 weeks.
well, listen.
He tried. I ain't gonna lie. You're right about that. He did try both for 2 weeks, but he couldn't keep a job because they kept.
Okay, so because when he got out, when he got out, he was straight. They kept coming to his job.
Yeah, you're right.
For 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, you're right.
So when they came, they was like, "Oh, nah, we gotta let you go. Oh, nah, we gotta let you go." Okay, cool. I got y'all. This is what's gonna happen. I'm about to turn it up. That man turned it up. He was a victim, fam. It's not like he's wrong. They made him that way. If y'all had just left him alone, all right, listen. Police know who the badasses are. So they gonna 9 times out of 10 they gonna be like, all right, yeah, he probably did it.
Yeah.
Don't got no real proof that he did it, but we gonna fuck up his life anyway.
They gonna do it.
Watch this. Boom, they did it. That man just said, okay, I got y'all.
And he hated, I mean, just like that, just one or two like examples of why he hated the system so much.
Yeah.
Because, you know, even when he was in jail during his time,
Yeah.
like I said, he made a good friend. I forgot
Yeah,
his name.
they was waxing his man out. Police was maxing his man, and he stood there. If he wasn't standing there, police would have maxed his man out.
Ralph Phelps.
Yep.
That was his name. His friend's name was Ralph Phelps. That he went in jail. That he did save that man's life.
Yes.
The man said through
if he wasn't sitting there,
he was
if he wasn't there, he would have been dead.
Yep. And the thing is, it's not so. You see, the thing is, like when you hear about the like the history of Clyde, whatever, you'll think this guy's some big macho dude. He's nowhere near big at all.
No.
All of, I think they said 5'7".
Yeah, he was like 5'7", 5'8", something like that.
130 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah.
He had a heart like a lion.
I mean, listen, fam. Like they say, you don't really have to be that big.
Yeah, man, but you know, he went through heck in jail too. You know, they was beating him up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The guards was beating him up too.
Yeah.
Around them times, and sometimes, like back in the day, they used to like beat up other inmates so bad to make an example out of them.
Yeah.
Everybody else, like, hey, look,
they still do that to this day.
yeah, you
smoke
know,
your
that's the conversation for another day. But see, the funny reason why I sort of bring that story up because you know, it's sort of like excite me a little bit in the way that's like watch how the way.
I was about to say what? Wait a minute.
You know, sort of excite me in the way like this woman, you know, she had like she was brought up and come from poor circumstances too, but she had a regular life.
Yeah.
And the course of love and devotion towards this guy, that you know what I mean, adventure definitely like drove her to stay with him through thick and thin.
She was a rider.
Yeah.
The difference is, see, he didn't just have her fallopian region, okay?
Okay.
He had her hair.
And yeah.
He had her mental.
Yeah, because she's a thing is
mental. He had the mental, and then he had her heart, and that was it, champ. He didn't
eventually he was never seen like man.
Yeah, eventually
he was never born. He was never born.
Yeah,
he was a man.
My man, listen. If you and your woman is just driving across state to state, y'all going from Pennsylvania, Jersey, no, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland,
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's not a state, champ. I'll forgive you
for that. Well, I'm just saying, you know.
No, they was going state to state. They did Texas, Louisiana. They was going like I think they said like southern Midwestern states.
Yeah.
But if you and your lady is going across those 5 states terrorizing, shit.
Yeah, man, they was terrorizing too, y'all. Now, they had a reign and crime spree that lasted from 1932 to 1934.
Yeah, they had a 2-year run, but it was epic.
They was, and I remember one story I was listening to, right? How the way, like, you know, they was in the house, right? They was hiding out in this house. It was her, Clyde brother, and his wife. So, I think they was cleaning, right? Something. And, you know, they was around trying to keep a low profile, but the neighbors were suspicious about them.
Yeah.
Called the cops on them.
And the niggas boated.
No, they just boated. The cops came to the door, 2 of them.
I think she got caught.
No, they all got away, but what happened was when the cops came to the door, Clyde and his brother grabbed their shotguns
and went to Blaming.
Yeah, went to Blaming, and Bonnie, she went and grabbed her jump off
and started banging out with her man. Yeah,
you know what I mean, and it got
I think her sister.
Sister-in-law.
I think her sister was messing with his brother, and that's how he met her. I could be wrong.
No, you're wrong. You sort of wrong about that. From my understanding, you might be right, but you're sort of wrong because how the way it came across, how the way they met Was that like some sort of like get together, like
But they knew somebody.
his friend?
Okay,
His friend knew Bonnie, I believe. His friend knew Bonnie or something like that. His friend girlfriend, something like that. That's what they met.
They met in Texas.
Right? Yeah, they're from Texas. They met in Texas. That was just crazy, man. It was just crazy. Like I was just watching and listening to it. I'm like, wow, these dudes, like
a Ford Fendor. This car was heavily damaged, over 100 bullet holes during the ambush. Yo, fam, you know what's crazy?
What's up?
You really want to know what's crazy? You know somebody bought that car?
Yeah.
Guess how much money he spent on it?
Had to been like $1 million.
A what?
Nah, probably more than that. Don't know that. Probably like $5 million, right?
What?
I mean, you know what's funny? When they got ambushed in
Bruh, this dude bought that car.
How much?
I think it was like $50.
$50?
When the first dude that bought it was like $50. Now I think that car is sitting in a museum or something.
Yeah, it is. The last time I checked. But when they met their demise, man, you know, when they met their demise, it got the word spread around town.
Yes.
And it started from like 3,000 people coming to see them.
Yeah.
To 10,000, 12,000, to the point where
her funeral was crazy.
It was separate. They had a separate funeral.
Yeah.
But a guy tried to cut his ear off to hold that, and the cop stopped him like, yo, man, what you doing? Like, nah. You know, because, you know, they try to, like, you know, because they were so iconic.
Yeah, their blood,
you know what I mean?
Their blood is still in that car. Like, yo,
Yeah, it was
son,
crazy.
100 bullets.
130-something bullets, man.
Well, 100 rounds hit the car.
Yeah, but
You firing from both sides.
that's crazy.
I mean, you gonna stop anybody. I don't care what you driving.
Yeah. I mean, they was already stopped, because I told you, I mean, they used his father as a decoy to talk to him. So when he stopped, they got up out them bushes.
No, they was rolling.
No, bro, he stopped. Listen to the story again.
Hold on, champ.
He stopped. And he was told to his father or something like that. They used the people as a decoy.
The lawmen opened fire. The killing. The lawmen opened fire without warning.
Right.
Fired into their car.
Right.
They died instantly in a hail of bullets.
Right.
Nowhere where they stopped, sir.
My man, look at the story. Listen to the story.
I didn't see the story.
They definitely said he stopped to talk to somebody, and finally to stop him. They opened fire without no sort of explanation, nothing, and took him out. And the main reason why they did that, because they got tired, because they was on a crime spree that was like no other. They was on a crazy crime spree.
They invaded police. Listen, they was captured through violent shootouts in Missouri, Iowa, and Texas, and their final encounter.
Yeah. Yeah, they was, man, listen, they had a few back and forths with law enforcement, man, I'm telling you. Like, you know what I mean? One of them, you know, Bonnie, the car went off like a bridge or something like that, or ditch, and, you know, it caught on fire. Her leg got stuck. Her leg got burnt severely. You know, and, like, she was, like, hobbling on that leg ever since then. Like, she was badly injured from that. And the brother, Buck, he got shot in the head so bad that part of the skull got knocked off, and some of his, you know, matter was showing. His wife, upon like that time we was trying to get out of
they was in somewhere where they had a shootout.
They was in the house, they was hiding at.
Yeah, and they got out running from the law. And Buck got hit. Everybody got away, but they was head up.
Yeah, Buck's wife, Glass. Well, what happened was she was about like I guess coming down right down the stairs, and from all that, like the wood parcels, you know, glass burst in her eyes. You know what I mean? Burst in her eyes, and she was blind ever since then. So I'm like, man.
Did you say that?
Yeah, what? Hold on a second, people.
I heard your footsteps. Well, you know. Ba-ba-ba. So listen, that car is worth a lot of money though. I'm not gonna lie. People are bidding on it, putting up crazy numbers. Like it's bananas. Everybody want a part of history. Like this dude got the car that Pac died in. He's trying to sell it for $1 million. I don't know if he's still trying to sell it now, but at the time he was trying to sell his joint for like $1 million. Bruh, ain't nothing happening.
I like, you know, so I like doing like researches. That was nobody else. I like doing researches and like learning some things through documentaries about history.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some things that be interesting that you never knew that did happen, but you probably knew it happened. You know, through certain sort of circumstances in the way and stuff we may learn through school or movies. But when you like do like a deeper dive, you learn like the other details. You know,
Bruh, the illest people to ever get away with a crime is these dudes. I want to say it was Germany or London. It was one of them. Yo, listen.
Was it a diamond heist?
Sir, yes it was.
I think I know you're talking
Get out of here.
I think I know you're talking
Bruh. The only thing I didn't like is they be having horrible. I hate when they do reenactments on a documentary because they have the most horriblest people doing it. It's just sad. Like you make people really don't want to see it, but then it's like, okay, let me see this through. But nah, these dudes, they really got it in. They all went underground. They did it. They got away. They all got caught, but they ain't getting no time. They all got like, I think the highest dude got like 7 years.
What country is this in?
I think it was Germany. I'm gonna look back in my history and look at it again.
Okay,
I'll send it to you. That
Yeah, because
joint was
I
crazy.
was looking at something like that. I think, and it was like
And it was also like how this car, like how the car dealer got away with $22.3 million.
Car dealer?
Yeah, in like a casino.
Oh, a card dealer. Okay.
Yeah, card.
Okay.
Like some of them dudes. Psh,
How do you do that?
how did he do that? He was in on the heist.
Ah.
Bruh, he had his man. Alright, so casinos buy from certain card things, card sellers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So the dude knew this. So he rigged he had somebody on the inside of that. So he rigged it with the chips and stuff to let them know, like, yo, listen, we all gonna get paid out of this paper.
Okay.
Bruh. He made off, the player made off, and the dude in the company. You know, all of them, the dude was supposed to go to work. He called in sick. They ain't see that man for 2 weeks.
Oh.
They ain't never seen him ever again in life. The other two dudes got caught. They don't know whatever happened to this dude. They don't know if he's dead or alive. I think right now, he's still alive.
Yeah, he did it smart.
Because this happened in like 2016. You had one from like 2010.
He probably went to one of
2019.
those countries that's non-expeditional.
Bruh, all he did was take that paper and lay low.
Smartest thing to do. Oh, before we go any further in our program, right, y'all?
Let me hear
There's
it.
one thing we need to do. My niece's birthday was the other day, and definitely want to wish her a happy birthday. You know.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, her birthday was the other day.
Yeah.
Get a chance to go over there kicking with her, everything like that. I was trying to, me and my bro were trying to see if bro was have a little party for niece or something like that. But
Yeah, see what's going on.
yeah. But I think they, like I said, bro DJ he out He
Word?
nephew birthday. Look at that. See, look at everybody birthday popping. Yeah.
What is he? What's his sign?
Pisces.
Ugh.
I believe he a Pisces. Yeah.
No, isn't. I think he's Aries. Cause I think my baby's Aries. I don't know.
I think birthday at the end of this month, right?
Yeah, Sag gang.
Yeah. So, he So my birthday was February 20th, and big birthday, another late birthday, belated birthday. Shout out to Val. You know what I mean? She definitely put right there. So, you know what I mean? Gotta give you a big birthday shout out. And she was giving me shit. Funny thing is her birthday and her birthday and grandma's birthday the same day. She said that she did say Pisces.
Word?
Yeah, it's Pisces. Yeah, I know it. Cause I think the 15th and the 15th or 16th start Aries.
I don't know.
I believe. I don't know. I believe so. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So I definitely had, want to get you definitely birthday shout outs going on. To my niece, me. Uncle love you.
Shout out to you tomorrow.
So we definitely going to see what's up.
Is he turning up at the Magic City?
Shout out to my nephew tomorrow. Definitely is. No, March 20th. Oh, March 20th or March 21st.
Well,
okay.
What they doing now? They're going to Stars and Stripes?
I'm going to call you, sis, tomorrow for nephew. Talk to him.
March 21st is Aries.
Yeah, I'm call you, talk to you.
So wait, are y'all going to Stars and Stripes or no?
No.
Or is that not around your area? I hate that.
Yeah. I got another question, y'all. These new Meta glasses, right?
Huh? You go from Bonnie and Clyde to Meta glasses?
Yeah.
This guy.
I'll text you his number. Okay, sis. Yeah, I mean, these new Meta glasses, man, they I don't know. I was thinking about, looking into them, give me a pair or something like that. I don't know. Oh, she said, I want them. Yeah, they look cool, but I saw some of them online, and it was like 300. I think the lowest I saw was like 275.
Bro, did you see when iPhone dropped their glasses?
They do got some?
They had something that came out, and it was like in the thousands.
I think they tried. No, was it iPhone that did that?
Not iPhone, Apple.
They tried.
They definitely did drop something.
They did, but it didn't work out. I think it was like 5 years ago, something like that.
5 years ago? My man, listen. Anything Apple drops works. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but nobody was really trying to buy it. Nobody was really like in to get them.
Anything Apple drops works.
I don't know about anything.
That's why they cream of the crop, my boy.
Hey, you on that, but I don't know about anything. You know what I mean? Because
it ain't something that they do. Bruh, you can go buy an iPhone charger for $3 at your local store, Dollar General or something. Hold on, and then charge your phone. You go to the Apple store, you know how many people in there buying $40 chargers?
Yeah, that'd be crazy. I'm not gonna do that. But it was some recent, similar, Meta glasses that came out about 3 or 4 years ago, and they was trying to but they had a whole nother setup with them or something like that. It was like a virtual. It was like the ones before this one was like some sort of virtual type of thing. Came with a whole nother type of setup with it.
Cause I know the only thing I bought was...
It was a lot of money. It was like $2,000 or something.
That was the iPhone. That was a 5 years ago.
I said like 3 or 4. You know what I mean? They had something.
That was Apple. Apple, what was that joint called?
I don't know, but they had something like this similar that came out a few years back, but it just didn't land. You know what I mean? Because I ain't really seen anybody with them. These ones I see though now, that I be like this commercial and stuff I don't see them for and anything. I ain't really do my research on it. I think I might, you know what I mean, somewhere down in the near future invest, you know what I mean? Because especially how the way, we moving now and everything like that, that might be a good idea. Just not going to pull the trigger too soon. But it definitely seemed like a great idea. Good investment, good idea. So we're going to see how that turns up and turns out. So, yeah, my man looking for that. He said, oh, hold on, wait a minute.
No.
Okay.
Cause Apple talking about they actively doing it.
Yeah, I mean, like Oakley got a pair now.
Everybody gonna have one.
Yeah, Oakley got a pair. What
Guess you can watch
else?
Netflix on mini smart glasses.
Oakley got a pair. Even Android got a pair. About Galaxy. You know what I mean? Of course,
Apple
Galaxy.
Vision Pro.
Yeah. So, how many people?
That's what it was. Apple dropped this joint right
Got
here.
dropped on this shit?
This
Yeah.
shit right there.
What was the name of it called again?
Shit. Y'all know it was called $3,000.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they dropped that, but nobody really.
Yo, people was buying it, but
Not too many people though.
my man, how many people really gonna sit there and spend $3,000?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, that's what people going to do that.
People was doing it though. They crazy.
I mean, I'd rather spend like $300.
I'm gonna get the Beaujolais version. I don't care. I got the Bluetooth glasses.
Fuck that. Excuse my French, y'all, but nobody's not finna sit there and spend, X amount of dollars. You know what I mean? Like $2,500. It's almost $3,000 on. I forgot that model was called.
The Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2 models starting at $379. Man, I'm not giving nobody $3.
Yeah, $3,000. That's what the heck, man?
$379.
Man,
Bruh, I'm only trying to get somebody $50 for some glasses. Or some insurance. Can you get them with insurance?
What do you mean?
What you mean? Like, I'm trying to get my glasses with insurance.
You talking about like you buy like the Ray-Bans or something? I mean, not Ray-Bans.
The Ray-Bans is, like, the Meta glasses is through Ray-Bans.
Oh, you trying to say you like get you a pair of Oakleys or something like that?
Yeah, with insurance.
They may have some sort of like, we call that thing again?
Oh, they definitely got it, but they probably don't have the Meta joints.
What's the name playing? What you call those players again? Like you buy a TV, you get the warranty. They probably got some sort of warranty with the glasses. They probably do.
Bro, they ain't got no choice but to have that.
Yeah, 300 and some change. Definitely.
But see, listen, all this goes to show you is
What's up?
everything that, all the movies that was out in the 90s with all this robot technology, they just doing it now.
Yeah, I mean, they came a long way with it now. Well, you gotta understand something too, though. A lot of technology that
we gonna pay massive dollars for it, but the people who actually make it,
they ain't paying nothing for it.
I mean, people who make it getting like rice bowls and stuff like that.
Well, because you get made out of country. I mean, first, whoever. Hold on. Right. First, whoever come up with the invention, right?
Mm-hmm.
They gotta make sure, what they invented is operating correctly and efficiently before they start selling it. You know what I mean? And push it to an investor.
Not true.
It's true. You just can't come out and invent
I mean, when you first bought Xbox, right? Did it crash? Was it buggy?
When it first came out?
Yes, sir.
Some of them was, yeah.
Okay. So now that leads to that statement that you just said. You cannot drive.
No. That's not true, because when you come out with a product, right?
Yes, sir.
And you trying to sell it widespread, right, to the masses, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of companies, a lot of inventors do. Now, this ain't somebody from Microsoft per se. You know what I mean?
They took their time.
Microsoft or PlayStation, they will build it right the right way.
PlayStation runs it out the door fast.
No, but they do it the right way, right? They get their perfect model or two to show off on a showcase to investors and stuff, to invest in.
Yeah.
So
if you want me to build something nice and decent, of course, to the people that's about to put millions behind this, they gonna see the best of the best. To you mofos that's buying it, please.
You can get the good ones.
Y'all gonna get the bougeronis.
No, you get the good ones. You see, thing is, like, a lot of stuff happens between once it get built in the factory, then once it get built in the factory and whoever put in the orders to bring it to their store, You know what I mean? Between shipping and anything like that.
Uh-huh.
You know, some of them may get dropped in the truck.
Oh, here you go.
Nah,
Now you
you
gonna say they get dropped in the
You
can't
never know.
listen.
Sometimes the software
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Like,
They'll be ready like that.
That
with the
software, bro, we both play 2K.
But-
2K is like the most glitchiest game they have ever
But it's good now.
dropped.
It's good now, but see, that's
You,
because
you
know,
told me that for the last 10
It is
years
good. I
that
believe
it's
it.
good.
It
Like,
is.
yo, it's good, it's good.
You gotta understand something, like, they network, they're constantly updating their network with software. You know what I mean? So, you know, especially they doing it widespread too. So, you know, they ain't just doing it on a local level, they doing it on a national level, and global as well, because, you know, each, you know what I mean, region got their own, you know what I mean, network system. They gotta make sure, yo, look, they gonna update, push it through this network system, make sure everybody, you know, because same thing starting with, like, you know what I mean, like sometimes we buy a car, right?
Depends on what kind of car you buy.
Some cars may have some defects. You know what I mean?
Excuse me?
Some cars may have some defects, some recalls. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you may have to bring your car back to the car dealer that got that you know you brought it from, and you know, say for instance, I don't know, like my car, I had a recall, I had to bring it back, they fixed it, updated, boom. You know what I mean?
How many years later down the line, though?
Sometimes, you know, it depends.
It don't be right off the rip. That joint probably be like 4 or 5 years later.
Yeah.
Whereas like 2K and them, that joint be needing recalls.
No,
Right
it just,
there.
I mean, like when they first drop it, you know, the first batch always have, like, you know what I mean, like,
Yeah.
they're a little glitchy, little had fun for a little bit till we put this patch on, this patch on out. It's stabled out. Then, you know, okay, after we put this patch on, I'm gonna update it with the next one.
Right.
You know, just like, you know, because when it comes to technology and stuff like that, especially when it comes to entertaining technology, you know what I mean, everything has to constantly, you know what I mean, get updated. You know what I mean?
But listen, technology.
It's just
Okay, so just think about it like this.
okay.
You are an 80s kid, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you know before the internet and you know after the internet.
Yeah.
Like, let's really think about this.
I'm thinking. Go ahead.
This question is really about to be serious.
All right, I'm listening. Oh, it is.
What do you honestly think is really better? Us before the internet or us after the internet? Do you think people are living longer now because of technology or before the technology? No, just sit there and think for a second. I'm gonna just tell you like this. There's this lady that's like 100 and something years old.
Okay.
She was before technology.
Okay.
When technology dropped, this woman was pushing like 90 something.
Okay.
I don't know how old she is now. She probably dead. I'm not gonna lie.
But how
Has the world been better? Let me rephrase that. Has the world been better since technology, or has it been better? Was it better before technology or after? Because there's a lot of people that feels it was better before. But I'll let you answer that. I'll be right.
for my
Chat. Give us some answers.
Yeah, the question is, you know, how do y'all feel about tech? How y'all feel
It's that-
about the era before technology hit the way it did now? Compare how the way it was
Only 90s kids. If you were born in the 80s, so you're a 90s kid, you can answer this question. People that was born during technology, no, y'all can't really answer it.
I mean, it depends. Because some
We-
people,
They don't know anybody like after AOL.
yeah,
You born before AOL, you would understand.
yeah.
After AOL,
But you
come on.
guys saying some people that, you know what I mean, born within the ranges you saying, that probably agree that you know something. I really don't like how the
the
advances.
majority of them
Don't
were
like
born.
technology.
They were raised in the 2000s when technology was hitting.
Yeah, but some of them don't like how the way technology is. You know what I mean? Some of them don't like the advances of it. You know what I mean? Some of them don't. But then you got some of them, you know what I mean, that just, you know, this is what they know. Because this is what they've been using since they've been in, like, kindergarten. You know what I mean? Playing on a tablet and stuff and all that. So,
That's what I'm saying.
It's
Which
different.
which era is better? Technology before technology or after?
oh, chat. I believe, you know, technology in a lot of ways have advanced our society, but I would sort of agree in a way like I would go lean more towards like the before effect that we have then than now with technology. Just to think about it, because I really think about it, because before technology got to this point, especially in the era I grew up in, it wasn't too much of everything is, you know what I mean, like videoized or streamed or whatever. It was more of like, okay, you know, the suspense, the surprise, and the elevation, I mean, the level of, you know, socializing in a genuine way was very more pure than what it is now. You know, like socialization for real was a bit better. You know what I mean? Before these sort of advances hit the way it is now, I do agree with that. Cause back in my time growing up, you know, you had to go outside to socialize. You had to really interact with your friends. You know, go to their house. Everything was pretty much more straightforward, and you know, everybody wasn't super seeking tension. You know what I mean? The way it is now, it was more enjoyable in the way I say, in my opinion.
So you think it was better?
In some ways, yes, but I feel like it was more enjoyable then, in a way, and probably in our opinion, because a lot of stuff was need to be
It
heard.
was more hands-on. It was more hands-on because we was outside. We
Yeah,
didn't
but
sit
yeah.
all day in front of computers and stuff
We
like
got
that.
a lot of stuff was need to be heard. You could more to be heard than to be seen.
Huh?
A lot of stuff was more to be heard than to be seen. Like a lot of people didn't have to see or build up in your business about how the way you're enjoying or doing
Oh,
whatever.
my man, listen. I'm sorry, but back then it was worse. It was worse back then because he say, she say always was around.
Right.
Technology just put cameras, but it was worse back then.
You think it was worse back
Yes, yes. I think
Explain how.
I think it was way worse.
Please give me a picture.
I just explained to you how. He said, she said.
Okay.
He said, she said. Now you can't say he said, she said. Hell no. He be like, oh, he was over there with her. Oh no, there's cameras everywhere,
Uh-huh.
so you don't have to hear that. The he said, she said, destroyed it. Okay, it was way worse with that.
Well, see, it depends on. See, back then though, it depends on the person that was saying it to you. Because back then, it went more by credit. You know what I mean? What type of, you know, what type of moral credit this person got?
Listen, a chick only needed to hear one of her friends say that, yo, yeah, you're done, son. I don't give a damn who credit was good. Your credit could have been 850. Your score was looking amazing.
It depends.
Not at
though.
that point.
It depends because you know some of the friends, you know, one that may like you or wants you in a way, and
True.
she sort of could say the girl you talk to took key to that, so she probably won't pay no attention too much, but she'll look into it because she gonna ask her.
Now, let's see how many. Now, let's think about that, champ. Let's think about that.
All right.
Because back then, that was rare.
That was rare?
Yes. It was rare. Every girl listened to their friends.
I got a question.
You are from that era where every female listened to their friend.
But see, some females got the levels of friends they listen to in a certain way.
None of them, they listened to every single friend. That joint didn't get to that until now. Now they have the levels of friends that they listen to.
Bro.
Back then they didn't have that.
I got a question to ask you, bro.
Let me hear it.
I bet to differ with you on that one, but I got a question to ask you.
Let me hear it.
Which enemy you'd rather have?
Mm.
A scorned ex or a motherfucker that don't like you?
I feel like they're both the same.
Go ahead.
Because that scoring ex is still a motherfucker that don't like you.
Right.
Only thing she could do is spread rumors and lies about your name. That's the same thing that the person that don't like you can do. But scoring ex or a person that they both don't like me. Why is she scoring? I don't know. She's probably just made some shit up in her mind and make her that way. The person that don't like me probably never really sat down to talk to me, so they don't really know me on that type of level. But I'm gonna go with the scoring ex.
So you rather have?
I'd rather have a scoring ex as an enemy.
I know. I'd rather have somebody that don't like me.
Why?
Because say for instance, a dude that just don't like me, right?
Uh-huh.
He probably don't like me because of the company that I keep, and he don't like somebody that I'm
No,
kicking.
you just talking about somebody that don't like you.
Yeah, I'm saying period. I'm saying, but it could be a reason, probably many reasons, but his reason could be, well, I don't like this dude, man, so I don't like him. You know what I mean? I could deal with that because eventually what would happen with that possibly, me and this dude can have words and it might lead to a physical altercation. Very rarely it might go to the next level. It'll just be a physical altercation, then we just get off our chest, it's over.
Okay.
A scorn ex that do not like me, she scorned and she hurt because she went through a real bad breakup with me.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanna get me back.
What's she gonna do?
There's no low that she won't go.
What she gonna do?
There's
She gonna
no
see you
low
and your
that she
new
won't
broad.
go.
She gonna see
No low
you
that
and
she
your
won't
new
go.
broad, right? And be like, you don't act like you wasn't texting me last night, huh? Now she looks stupid because you with your new broad and you was with your new broad last night. Now if you got a solid one, she gonna be like, yo, first of all, I don't know what your situation was, but don't bring that over here. Cause that's what a real solid one gonna do. She gonna check that broad before you even say anything. You be like, yo, listen, babe, listen. That's some joint I used to deal with. She mad, you know what I mean? She scorned, she bitter, da. Okay, cool. You already got shorty on game. She gonna go ahead and check that situation. Checkmate. What's the next move? We out of here.
Okay, hold on 1 second. We got a comment.
Oh, here we go.
You want to read it? Go ahead, brother.
It says no. Females don't not listen to every one of their friends.
I agree
Some
with that.
of your friends you already know they don't know what
They be talking about.
Okay, but you still listen to some of them.
Yeah, but she agreed. She pretty much. Bianca agreed pretty much what I just said.
She agreed with both of us.
You know, some of more of me because she's saying like, yeah, she listen to some of her friends, but not all of her friends that she don't listen to because some of them, you know what I mean, is not trustworthy to listen to.
Then they're not your friends.
You know what I mean? But you know, see,
That's
the difference.
goofy.
I hear what you're saying, but some you guys say females, right? With females, here, check me out.
Yeah.
Some females, right?
Uh-huh.
They keep some friends on certain levels. Like they got that.
Dudes got that.
Yeah, dudes do too, but females, like, some females don't sit there and listen to the friend that is suspicious. You know what I mean? Like,
Don't be suspicious.
I mean,
Don't be
like,
suspicious.
I don't make trust the chick.
Don't
You
be
know what I mean?
suspicious.
Because 9 times out of 10, a lot of times, a lot of females, some females be having friends that be trying to holler at their dudes behind their back. You know what I mean? Or a dude or two behind their back before, and they got caught, so, like, they
Alright, but how they
around.
got still friends? Like, if she...
Some of them still keep around. Some people still keep some people around as like colleague, friends, / whatever.
I mean, if she trying to holler at your dude and she know that's your dude, that's really not your friend.
Maybe that's true, but some females, some females don't holler at the dude per se. Some females just be jealous, like we said before.
Yeah, just be jealous of the relationship. They ain't even gotta They ain't got
they
holler at
correct
you. They
information.
just see that you getting treated great. And they like, oh no, I gotta just do some hateration, something stupid to mess with. I'll get you.
Yeah, you know, they try to send some incorrect information to redirect, start a turmoil.
Suspicious. Don't
You know,
be
and
suspicious.
they don't even know what they told. They be, you know what I mean, master throwing things in, throwing wrenches in the game that's not even there.
Right.
And, you know, all just on the hope to mess that up. So even if they probably did not want to holler at the dude per se,
Mm-hmm.
her so-called friend ain't happy no more.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like some females use different tactics, man. Some females use different tactics, man. For real, that'd be crazy. Well, you know what, people? We had an amazing goddamn show with y'all today.
Wait a minute, not trying to be a hot 10 minutes, man.
No, I ain't pressing, no. We can still, you know what I mean? We definitely come down to the 10-minute mark, y'all. But like I just said, I want to tell y'all, we had a great goddamn show with y'all today. You know, but the truth is, though,
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
a lot of times, like I was watching this thing called Who the Bleep I Married, right? Oh my God. Yo, this is a guy. Right?
Oh man.
He dated this female named Crazy Mary, right?
Right there. Let's just stop. Let's just leave that on the cliffhanger because Crazy Mary. This just sounds like something crazy. We're gonna say that. We're gonna set the next show off with that.
Crazy Mary?
Yes. People. So listen. What? Next question. What if?
Yeah, this guy's trying to shit. Go ahead.
My man, what if there were no, okay, no, I'm not gonna ask the question. I'm gonna just tell you what I was watching. So I was watching this podcast, right?
Go ahead.
It was like a little clip. So this dude, the chick asked the dude, what if every female died on Earth? Would you be able to live on a planet with just men? My man walked around that question 600 million times. He said, so listen, so if they all dead, right, do I die and go be with them? Like, in my head, you know what I started thinking of?
What's up?
The DJ. Thought of the DJ.
Now, I'll give you a little short, overall about Crazy Mary.
No.
Leave on the cliff. Hold on. Crazy Mary was a crazy girl around town, known for having bad relationship, very toxic woman. So, long story short, she got with a younger guy, and she's older than him.
Woman, are you listening?
And the police come looking for the younger guy because the mother was worried because she didn't see her son. Her son in 3 days.
Crazy.
So the police come knock on the door. What's up?
No, keep going.
The police come knock on the door, and she's like, "What you want, country girl?"
Wait, y'all want me to...
They was like, "Hey, look, this lady here from something for about 2 or 3 days. Is he okay? Where he's at?" She said, "Well, he ain't here right now. He left me." Okay, remember I said that. So they came back a week or two later, and she had like this the barrel, you know that barrel that Gambling had in the driveway where they burn stuff at. She had one of those, right? And some big old garden scissors in them with some burnt bones. And the police like they come back look for him again because now they've been in the house for about 2 weeks. So they come back look for him again. And as they're walking up to the door, they see the barrel. They look in the barrel, but they see smoke coming out the barrel. They're like, "What the hell you was burning in?" She's like, "I burned some rabbits." So the guy goes.
Girl, listen, with the cliffhanger is past now.
No, hold on. Wait. Ain't crash. Chill out. So the cop goes, "These damn bones are too big to be rabbits." She's like, "Well, I guess They some damn pedophiles then, huh? I'm probably burning a hot pedophile. So I'm leaving on that cliffhanger, y'all. Cause the other part of the story is wild crazy.
No, this is wild crazy. This is wild crazy what Israel Asanya said.
Pereira in Miami. We went to Tootsie's the next night, and they were like, yo, P. Diddy wasn't here watching your fight last night. I was like, wait, word, crazy. And I went at Pereira in Miami. We went in secret. It's just us two, right? After I knocked out Pereira in Miami, we went to Tootsie's the next night, and they were like, yo, P. Diddy wasn't here watching your fight last night. I was like, wait, word, crazy. And I went and checked my DMs, and I saw, oh, he hit me up. Oh, yeah, we're having this party later on. Yeah, that's cool. And then they start to, like, you find some chick, you pull on you, and then, oh, how was that 15-year-old? Like, wait, what? And they're filmed. Yeah. It's a secret.
You heard what that man just said? I'm gonna let that play again for the
play
people.
Play that back for the people.
Right. After I knocked out Pereira in Miami, we went to Tootsie's the next night, and they were like, yo, P. Diddy wasn't here watching your fight last night. I was like, wait, word, crazy. And I went and checked my DMs, and I saw, oh, he hit me up. Oh, yeah, we're having this party later on. Yeah, that's cool. And then they start to, like, you find some chick, you pull on you, and then, oh, how was that 15-year-old? Like, wait, what? And they're filmed. Yeah. It's a secret.
This guy crazy. That was crazy.
Did you hear what this man just
He
said?
said, how was that 15-year-old?
Bruh. Did you hear what he just said from the whole... Did y'all hear what this man just said from the whole thing, though?
That is crazy.
He said after he knocked out Alex Pereira,
Yep.
he went to a party in Miami.
Okay.
Called a club called Tootsie's.
Okay.
Long story short, they asked this man how old was that 15-year-old. They got him on video. Huh?
Oh, that was just crazy.
Now, listen, at the end of the day, okay, we know that this dude right here ain't with none of that.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
nah.
But at the end of the day, I ain't hear no shit on his name or nothing. It was just crazy. Shout out to Joe Rogan because he be having the craziest clips ever.
I got a question. I got a very interesting question I like to ask and all that. Is there, you know how like all this propaganda and all this blown up sort of
let's watch this.
situation, you know what I mean, that hit the media with Holloway, quote unquote, you know what I mean, all these allegations saying, Puffy and all these, a lot of these people that's, very fortunate in high places, do all sort of wild, crazy stuff, have all these extravagant parties, right?
Hold on.
And they got caught.
I got one more for you people.
Go ahead.
Listen to this. This right here explains a lot. Because people will sit there and ask you something stupid. And then it's like, this right here will take care of it all.
The difference between a million and a billion, because I think in America we just kind of we don't even think about it. You just hear it like, oh, he must be a billionaire. I'm sure Joe Rogan dude's got to be a fucking billionaire, dude. Here's the difference that people don't realize. A million seconds is how many days would you guess? A million seconds. Do you know?
A million seconds.
A million seconds.
30 days.
That's a great guess. Okay, it's 11 days. That's good. Most people are fucking way off. A million seconds is 11 days. How many days is a billion seconds?
Watch this guy shock Joe Rogan by revealing how big a billion really is. How many?
31 years.
Jesus.
When someone tries to fucking say they understand what a billion is, you're like, you have no fucking idea what a billion is. A billion is so beyond far away. You want to hear something really fascinating?
Question, y'all.
How is that not crazy?
It is. But the quick thing is, the craziest question is how in the world these millionaires and stuff like that host and throw their parties now with all this type of crazy foul saying that this person is that, this person is this person had this type of party, that type of party, all this other crazy stuff going on. So how do fortunate, rich people throw their parties now? What would be the way? What would you do? Like, how do you do it now? Do you just keep it normal and simple? Nice little get together? Or is it still extravagant over the top?
I feel like it always depends on the situation and what kind of party it is.
Well, would it be extra? Would people be more extra paranoid about going to parties?
I mean, it depends on where the party's at. Like a backyard party, no, because that backyard party is eventually every little kid party turns into an adult party. I don't care what nobody says. Argue with me all you want, but it's the truth. Look at the facts.
Usually how it ends up. Well, people,
I have been to little kid parties that turned into adult parties. I'm just saying.
well, we're going to end it on that cliffhanger because we definitely want to expand on that more Sunday. And Sunday, we're going to have the DJ in the booth, and you know, he's loaded with some crazy controversial questions.
So, what if? People, thank you for joining at this point podcast. You have a blessed evening. We out.
We had a good old show. Thank y'all for tuning in. Without y'all, we wouldn't be the way we are. From the bottom of our heart, at this point podcast, we signing out.
Jaffe.
Cowboy. Peace.
DJ Black Thug.